Good day, viewers, and welcome back to yet another edition of Tourismus Namibia broadcast. I am Precious Nitanapo, your presenter for today, alongside Jemima Ndebele. Jemima, how are you doing?
Very well, thank you. How are you today?
Can't complain.
Well, I'm so excited as to this week, as we do every week on Tourismus Namibia, we will be taking you on a tour around Namibia through our three segments, namely topics, destinations, and to the point.
On that note, I think it's safe to say that we can head over straight to topics.
Are you thinking what I'm thinking? Let's go get rich from that dying old We need to keep an eye on Beatrice and Dick. They're trying to take our money.
What is it that Dan used to say?
If you're scared of dying, don't be afraid to live.
No one's born bad. Like anything, it takes practice.
What's all the commotion?
There's a robbery across the street.
What?
I am Puss in Boots.
What's a Puss in Boots?
He is me.
Frank has built something truly special. What he's created out here, it's a different way, a better way.
What are we doing?
Changing the world.
Welcome back. It's of course time for topics, and Jemima will take us straight into the first topic that we have today.
Well, the first topic is quite exciting as Namibia has improved its ranking as the seventh safest country in the sub-Saharan African region. Last year, Namibia ranked 9th, and this is based on the Global Peace Index, measuring the peacefulness in countries made up of 23 quantitative and qualitative indicators, such as each weighed on a scale of 1 to 5. The lower the score, the more peaceful the country. With a GPI of 1.859, Namibia impressively improved its global safety rank from 68th in 2022 to 56th in 2023. Namibia was, however, ranked highly for its perceived perception of criminality in society, with a score of 3.7 out of 5, and homicides with a score of 4. Low scores of 2 were received for organized conflict, violent crimes, and political instability. Mauritius topped the list, following Botswana, Sierra Leone, Botswana, Ghana, Senegal, and Madagascar. The most dangerous country was listed as South Sudan. How impressive is that?
I know. I think it's definitely quite an achievement for our country to move up in the rankings from 9th all the way to 6th, if I'm correct. 7th, yes. So it definitely means that we're doing something right, and definitely an interesting one for tourists to take note of, just to see which countries are up there in the ranks.
Certainly.
Yeah. But up next in the topics that we are still discussing, we have a look at wine tasting in Etosha. The Namibia Wildlife Resorts and Anna Kloofenberg, a renowned wine trading company in Namibia, hosted a unique wine tasting event in the Etosha National Park last weekend at the Halali Resort. The landmark collaboration marked a significant milestone for NWR, as it directly brought an unparalleled customer experience to clients within Etosha. The exclusive wine tasting event showcased a selection of Africa's finest wines and champagnes to delight the taste buds of both local and international tourists. It aimed to provide a unique and immersive experience that seamlessly blended the natural beauty of Etosha with the elegance and sophistication of Anna Kloofenberg's exceptional select wine offerings. Guests were treated to a variety of premium wines that were carefully curated by Anna, allowing them to savor the exquisite flavors and aromas while enjoying the stunning surroundings of the Halali Resort. It provided an opportunity for visitors to indulge in our rich cultural heritage and explore the diverse range of wines that Africa has to offer. The joint endeavor not only enhances the overall visitor experience within Etosha, but also promotes local business and fosters economic growth. Now, I definitely think that is quite an experience to have and makes me want to hop into a car all the way straight to Etosha. I'm already thinking about the serenity, the scenes, and then having good wine on top of that. must be a top-class experience.
But if you are a wine lover and you do not find yourself in Etosha, the Anna Kloevenberg wine shop is situated at the in Klein Windhoek. I don't know where you know where Spa is, just opposite the mosque. Yes, so you can just stop by Anna Kloevenberg's wine shop. The whole scenery.
Yeah,
the
Jemima
whole
actually
ambiance
took
of
me
the
there
place. It's
recently, like a
amazing.
few weeks ago, if I'm not mistaken. It is definitely a beautiful place, and I think it's something that we are going to feature next week in Destinations or some other week. But
certainly,
definitely beautiful.
Now, for our next topic, we will be taking a look at some of the exciting news that comes all the way from the Kunene region, as 15 rangers in the desert region of Kunene received brand new motorcycles, thanks to the enthusiastic generosity of the Mongol Ecology Center with Rally for Rangers. These rangers from multiple conservancies operate in the harsh, hard-scrabble terrain that is home to the unique desert-adapted elephants. The new bikes will be a game changer in ongoing efforts to monitor desert elephants and their movements to reduce human-wildlife conflict. The motorcycles supplied will enable rangers to move more effectively in detecting and addressing these challenges.
I think what I really like about this is the fact that they are human-elephant conflict friendly. So it's going to reduce all of that, and it will also make them more, movable.
Yeah.
It will be easy for them, yes, more mobile.
And I think a motorbike is the ideal way because you get to cramped up spaces where cars wouldn't normally be able to fit.
Yeah.
So this is an amazing initiative thanks to the Mongol Ecology Center right there. Now we will be heading right into our next segment, that is Destinations.
To another exciting episode of Pirongo Talk. We bring jou liefst weer en vertel ook vir julle waar die vis heel moontlik kan byt.
Now, following the insightful and informative topic segment that we had earlier for you, we will now be taking you on a tour around Namibia, as promised in today's Tourismus broadcast through the segment Destinations. First up, we will be taking a look at adventurer Nico Kotze's tiger fishing experience in the Okavango Delta, located in Namibia's far northeastern region. Nico Kotze is a world-renowned adventurer and is well known for his YouTube videos exploring various parts of southern Africa.
That's a beautiful fish.
Let's take a look.
The Okavango Delta is the largest inland delta in Africa, without an outlet to the sea. Located in the northwestern parts of Botswana, it is in a near pristine state, being a largely untransformed wetland system, an oasis to a wide variety of wildlife.
Maybe going upstream just to make sure if the motor breaks we can drop back down. Breakdowns do happen, and the worst place to be without a motor is in the middle of a pod of angry hippos.
Too much action. Oh!
Charm for the crocodiles. Ons moet 'n plank bring as ons weer kom.
Too much action. Oh, hey, so mooi tiriri. So mooi tiriri.
Ja, rustig.
So mooi tiriri hoor.
Hou hem.
Oh, so.
Af.
2 tigers, 5 minutes.
Now that was it from Nico Kotze and his trip on tiger fishing with a very beautiful image of that fish over there. Can't get that out of my mind. But up next in Destinations, we have a look at the Nambean Coffee Roasters. After growing from a mobile vending business, Nambean has certainly grown to have a space of their own and serving a few meals with warm cups of goodness. Co-owner of Nambean, Reinhard Fury, shares their specialty and passion in the Namibian tourism market. The cafe is located at Mega Center behind the Grove Mall in Windhoek. The co-owner of the cafe mentioned that they are focused on standing out as they make coffee with wood-fired coffee beans, which is not found everywhere in Namibia. Now that definitely sounds very enticing and makes me definitely want to grab a cup of coffee, but let's have a look at that video.
Seated next to me is Reynard. He is one of the owners here at Nambean. How are you doing?
Good, and you? Yes.
Fine. Thank you so much for hosting us in your beautiful cafe. All right. So please tell us a little bit about Nambean, where you're situated, what you're about, all of that.
Well, first of all, Nambean, we proudly a family business and a Namibian business. We started way back in 2018. Then we survived COVID, and here we are. I started as the business as a vendor, basically doing events, and then also I had a little shop next to the road, and that's how I started. So you grow. We moved to Marua Mall, and now today we are here for the last almost 3 years. We've been here at Mega Center. Next to Pukovitz. So yeah, we've business here, and we specialize in coffee. So that's our main thing. Is first of all, we do coffee. We specialize in coffee. We like anything that do with coffee. You can see our whole menu is almost just coffee. A lot of people mistake us for a restaurant. We're not a restaurant. We are first of all a coffee shop, cafe. And like I said, we try to go beyond with our coffee.
Okay.
So, yes.
So what is so special about your coffee that you offer here?
So we roast our coffee. It's wood fire roasted. So you won't find it anywhere else. Our baristas are well trained. Like I said, in the coffee we specialize in coffee. So the coffee you get here is specialized coffee. It's Arabica. So you won't necessarily find it anywhere
else in Namibia. Yes. All right. So you just mentioned that you survived COVID. Can you tell us a little bit about the effects that has had on your business and how you dealt with it?
yeah, I think for the people, everyone in the food industry or in the hospitality industry, it was quite tough because you still had to pay rent, you still had to pay a lot of salaries, all those kind of things, but you have no income. So you had to think outside the box. What can you do? What can you offer? One stage we sent our food to houses. Yeah, it was just a tough time, but we went through it, and we are still recovering, but we will get there. Yeah.
All right. So speaking about having debts to pay and having bills to pay that COVID has interrupted, how many of the local staff that do you employ here, and what is their specialty? What do they do specifically?
The staff here, most of them they specialize in making coffee. That's first of all. And then the food as well. We never wanted to go in food, but we just started making light meals, and now we ended up having like this whole food menu. Like I said, we're not a restaurant.
Yes,
but,
still a cafe, but offering you nice stuff.
I mean, the meals has gone so far that the burgers we make, I've seen big oaks walking here, not finishing our burgers, and yeah, that's the part of the growth we have done. And the thing is, our staff, they come here and they are we train staff.
Now that was it for destinations, but up next we have a look at To The Point as we discuss the Namibian Tourism Expo.
Welcome to My.NA Cars, your ultimate destination for everything automotive.
I am your host, Diana Master. Teamwork makes the dream work, right?
Discover the latest models, innovative technologies, and expert insights from our passionate hosts. Learn essential maintenance tips and get exclusive behind-the-scenes access to the automotive industry. Don't miss My.NA Cars on NTV every Thursday at 2100 hours. Tune in and ignite your passion for automobiles.
Welcome back. It's of course time for To The Point, and today in To The Point we discuss the past rebooted Namibian Tourism Expo. In the run-up to the launch of the Tourism Expo 2024, the event organizers hosted a past rebooted Beyond Borders breakfast networking session at the Arabush Travel Lodge on Friday. Nangula Wanja, Chief Executive of the Namibia Investment Promotion and Development Board, spoke about the past and future of Namibia. At the event, attended by captains of industry, a new network television broadcast series titled The Past Rebooted was also announced. Here's more.
So the local businesses, we need to build them, we need to sustain them, and we need to grow them, and we need to build them, sustain them, grow them, and have more. But where do we start now? Maybe we start to celebrate the ones that are here. So there are some. There's a book called Good to Great, and in that book they look at like 100 companies or companies that have survived over 100 years and have gone through many recessions. If there are local businesses here today, they have gone through quite a bit of challenges. And they have gone through COVID-19, and before that, they have gone through a lot. So we need to build them, we need to grow them, and we need to sustain them. But let us start by celebrating the ones that are here today. Because when we lose them, we do not only lose a business, we lose the skills that come with those businesses. And that is skills that is built over the years. And yes, the one business that is committed to the Namibian child is the local business. Yes, I am promoting investment. In promoting investment, I believe in foreign investors and what they can contribute to the economy. But a foreign investor is good, but is even better when he is partnering with a local company. And actually, if you even look at some of the top things that foreign investors look for when they go to the destination is target local acquisition. Are there local companies that they can partner with? And that is what we need to build companies that the global companies can partner with, and we need to have them in Namibia. So please be part of this journey and let us work together and see how do we celebrate the businesses that we have today and how do we as Namibians grow more businesses. Thank you very much.
I think if we do this past tribute, it's not only about looking back, it's rather what has formed us to be able to take that next step into the future. So I really hope, we're not a big crowd here, but if this little crowd starts making an example of what we can actually achieve, like Nangula said earlier, then I'm quite sure in our small little way, we can all make a change. And so I would invite you to really take part in that. And one of the people who's certainly taking part in that is Taimi Nyango, sorry. She's sitting over here. She's very young. And I was the fortunate leader of the whole Tourist of the Year initiative for 2022 and 23. And what was very exciting about it is most of these guys could have been my kids. So you know, and it was nice to lead them along and see how they actually built up themselves, because they started out with very simple video ideas of what they thought a Tourist of the Year should be. And they actually did damn well, because they did much better than I would have been able to do. But the nice thing about this at the end of the day is we then had the fortunate part, and I quickly need to read them down because I always forget all their names. Otherwise, it was NWR. They gave us the Dolomite Camp. We had Journeys, who invited somebody to Eronga Wild. We had Jackalberry Camp of Wild Waters Group up in the northeast. We had Gondwana, who invited somebody to King Nehale. Then O&L Leisure had Mukuti, and then not last, we had Kankuse, who had Timbila Lodge. And so each of these finalists, these 6 finalists, were invited to those places.
You don't build a business around what you have, you build what you're going to get. And I realized very early that we have a challenge, because we keep on engaging those individuals in grade 10, realizing that grade 0 was the problem. And so I'm very proud to be able to be part of that solution today. And I can't stress this enough. Let's make sure that we focus on early childhood development. Now, when you understand that background, you have to ask the question that, why did we focus on the past rebooted so much? And that is that I do believe experience is a key part of going forward. I find too far often that we talk too much and do too little. And part of our celebration today is just to show you exactly when I say do, what do does mean. Because I find that too often we PR, and we are good in PRing, that's our job, by the way, that we PR a lot and we forget about the experiences. And that's why we do invite every single business. We're inviting 100 businesses to be part of this journey about the past rebooted, but celebrating the skill sets that you developed over the years, celebrating the reality of where you are right now, but most importantly, where you believe your contribution to the future is, so that we can celebrate and share that to everybody in this country through our platform of reaching 1 million people a day. But more importantly, that we can share that to our investors as well. So working with Nangula and the team, so that I've got that funny saying, don't tell me, show me. And if they can see what your business does, they will come visit you. We struggle getting our message out there. We struggle that people really know how wow this country is, not just in tourism, but in every aspect of being practical. We have some of the best telecommunications understandings in the world, some of the best of electricity in the world, some of the best that we understand from harbors. We are a lot better than we give ourselves credit. Our challenge is sharing that to the world out there, so that we stop closing doors, but opening more doors.
Well, that does bring us to the end of our Tourismus Namibia broadcast today. I hope you guys enjoyed it. Jemima, I thank you so much for your company, and I hope you enjoyed the show as well.
I certainly did. As usual, it has been informative and interesting, something that Tourismus Namibia never falls short of. Well, from us today, it's
goodbye.